What's up, guys? Larry here. Just on my way home. Going to my little hometown. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have 6 red lights. Whoops, 7. Well, they turned it into a flash. We got 6 red lights in town. Huge town, guys. So what's up in 2020? What's up? I guess they're letting Tasmanian devils loose in Australia. I ain't even looked into that. I ain't got a clue what that's about. Trump just tweeted and the money market went to crap. That's all going on. I seen something where there was a bubonic plague in China or whatever. There's not enough time in the day to look into all this stuff. And Trump said no more stimulus till he gets elected. Because Nazi Pelosi wanted like all this crazy stuff in the stimulus. But, you know, Trump, Nazi Pelosi, Biden, it's all a shit show. It's the guys that really run the show. It's their little soap opera. The days of our lives. Hey, square body buddy. But yeah, it's all just a show. We're going into new times, and you're gonna have to have new skill sets. You're gonna have to quit depending on everyone else to take care of you for everything. You're gonna have to figure out how to do stuff for yourself, which I've basically done all my life. I never call a mechanic or a handyman or a counselor or nothing. I try to do everything myself. I have had to call on doctors a few times in my life, and if I had the knowledge and wisdom that I had today, I would not have had to call on any doctor except when I broke my collarbone when I was a child. And then Dad sent me to a bone specialist. They didn't put pins in. They took like this, I don't know, something natural, organic, and like a ribbon. And they put my bone together and wrapped it in that ribbon real tight. And it all healed back together. And my shoulder has never hurt because I don't have a foreign substance called stainless steel in my bone. So thankful Dad did that. He's a truther that doesn't even know he is. He's a legend. When we went to the mattress store, their mom had a mask on, and I didn't want to give her crap about it. She's just being nice and I wanted to offend, but not my dad. I don't think he's wore a mask yet. He watches TV all the time, but he's not MK Ultra. It's like somewhere or another he sees through it. It's pretty cool though. Hey, I'm just rambling. That's all right. I got to get the horn fixed on my truck. People are thinking that I'm being whatever you call that when you don't wait. The horn don't work. We're going to have beautiful weather in old Adams County, Ohio this week. And it seems like if you live in Florida, some of my friends are like, what the hell is going on? We're out of here. I wish I owned the place where I live, because I would literally invite some of y'all to come be with me on the ranch. You know, it's the rich guys. I just take care of it, which is good for me, because I've already had a talk with him, and when they do away with cash, he's going to have to, like, give me a gas card or whatever to buy my groceries and stuff, and he's cool with that. So I'm in a good spot as far as I'm concerned. Many a man says I'm not successful. From where I stand, I'm a way lot more successful than they are. That's neither here nor there. That's all opinions. feel sorry for a lot of you guys living in the city or the suburbs. You're in a place where you absolutely have to depend on a man. I mean, I was talking to a fella the other day about all this stuff, and I looked down in the yard and there was some plankton. Oh, I get passed all the time. And I reached down and picked me a leaf of it, just ate it. He looked at me like I lost my damn mind. I'm like, that's probably the best food I've ate all week. It detoxes you, and it grows everywhere. But we have not been taught the truth about anything, and it has just been like a quest I've been on for over a year to just truth. Actually, like I talked to my buddy Tim Bennington on the phone there for about 55 minutes. I told him I'm going to go home. I got my hot tub fixed. And I'm going to sit in the hot tub and just think. And contemplate and spend time just thinking and letting the Lord speak. Sometimes you got to shut all this down and, it says get in your closet, but I take it as, shut all the media and all the every kind of outward influence and just start thinking inwardly and let the Lord talk to you. Because I got some things I'm struggling with, and the more truth I put out and the more I tell people, it seems like my flesh rears up even more. And I have to just keep remembering, you gotta get up in the morning and choose who you'll serve this day and do the very best you can. And what else could you expect from a man? We're not perfect. We're made out of dirt, clay. But we have the breath of life in us. So our bodies are made out of this earth, and they are fleshy and they are sinful. But we have the Spirit of life, the Spirit of God, which is good, awesome, and able to save and do anything except sin. I live in a really beautiful area. What do they call it? The Ohio Valley. Yeah, it's the Bible Belt. I can literally eat so many plants in these woods. There's no way I can start a this unless they just completely annihilate it all. And then I even know roots I can eat. And I know where deer licks are, where there's minerals. And on and on. It's just, that's why I believe the Indians like this area so much. Because you could do your gathering season in the summer, and you gathered all your berries, and you raise your gardens, and you in season there's pawpaws, and there's persimmon trees, and there's all kinds of blackberries and raspberries, and on and on. There's so much food that grows naturally in the woods that you could gather in the summer, and they knew how to preserve it and that. And then you had your hunting season when it got cold. You would rely on what you gathered in the summer with the meat that you would kill in the winter. It's boom. And in my studies, I've been studying like this people that live to be 120 plus. There's people in this world that's 121 years old that are still going to work. You don't have to believe me. I'm just rambling. But there is, like in Okinawa, and I studied this 10 years ago. I got on a little kick and studied it some. But like in Okinawa, what they do is they eat a lot of fermented foods. People don't realize how good fermented foods are. In a lot of cultures, they eat rotten food. For real, it's got mold on it, moldy bread, moldy cheese. I mean, I had some deer hunters come in from New York. They were some Jews, and they got out of like a $60,000 truck with old snaggled up sweaters and wore out slacks, and they just did not look. They looked really normal and almost like bummy just to look at them. But when they spoke and stuff, you seen the character in them. But they ate this cheese. I went into the loft, we call it. We got an apartment above the vent hall. And it stunk like a sewage system. It was bad. I had to turn around and go back out on the porch about puke. He laughed. He's like, Larry, you want some of this cheese? And I said, I can't do it. He said, it's good for you, man. I said, I believe you, but I can't do it. Food is something that we've been lied to about. It's like, you know what I had for breakfast? I had a teaspoon of olive oil and about a half a shot of, I got some hunting buddies that come up and they lease land off of us from Vermont, and they make their own maple syrup. It's all natural. It's like on the ingredients it says maple syrup, period. And man, I took about a half a shot of it this morning and a good tablespoon, a big spoon of olive oil, and I didn't get hungry. If I had energy today, we eat too much slop in our life. Back in the day when people, before all this commercialized stuff, I'm pretty sure people got by on like a cup full of food a day, or just, they didn't eat that much. Because I was telling Dad this evening, I like stopping Mom and Dad's on the way home when I feel it. Tonight was a good one. And we just hang out for a half hour, 45 minutes, hour, whatever. And then Mom tries to feed me and I have to turn her down. And like, even tonight, Dad's like, Rosie, just sit down. You don't have to cook for us. We're good. Because Mom's just feed you. Women have lost their natural love for their people. I mean, like my mom and her mom and my granny and them old school women, they love their people and they're like, you hungry? Hey, let me fix that. Oh, you got cut? Let me fix that up. You need a haircut. And they would take care of you. But we're so feminist and women don't need a man. You know, I studied that out. You go back into the old days, if a woman lost her man, she was pretty much going to die, because it was a freaking jungle, Wild West or whatever, and you needed a man. But nowadays, these women, they're self-sufficient. What do they call themselves? I don't need a man. Well, you don't these days. That's for real. I just waved at the neighbor and I told him off about something a couple months ago. I was right. I didn't call him names or nothing. I just told him how it was. He ain't speaking to me yet. I still wave. He'll come around. The thing is, he knew he was wrong. And he's older than me, and it's hard. I've always struggled with checking an older guy, but sometimes you got to when you got responsibilities. But anyway, I get bunny trailed a lot. Oh, there's my little deer. See him? Oh, there's all kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our first hunting cabin. We rent it basically to hunters. It's an overflow on a wedding sometimes. Yeah, I just got informed. This is my last free week. After this week, we're going to have deer hunters booked to the max. I think we got more hunters because you can't do certain other things, but we can deer hunt, baby. Man, I got totally sidetracked again. I was wanting to talk about food there. Yeah, we eat the wrong stuff. I mean, it's completely facts that chemotherapy, if you got cancer, the best way to go ahead and kill yourself off is take chemo. Yep, it'll do you in, you're done. I mean, I've seen these old women that They're in my life. But anyway, they said, oh, you got cancer. She didn't even know it. And they're like, oh my gosh, we got to do chemo. And when she started taking the chemo, well, frick, she's about to die. And me and my son, we told him, we confronted him, and we're like, give him some facts, and we're like, quit taking this chemo and start taking some vitamin C and lay off of this food and that and do this.